Here with Donny Schatz before we get started racing here at the 40th running of the Kings Royal. Donny, what does the track kind of look like to you? What do you think after this long rain delay that we've had so far? It came in really quick, like quicker than I anticipated and a couple other drivers. What do you think we're going to get out of this surface?
I don't know. I guess we all know what water does. I mean, it's been the track's stayed pretty fast all week. I would expect it to probably be the fastest yet. It's had a few spots where we've come apart here in 1 and 2, and off of 2 there. We've seen some guys that couldn't keep their car on all 4 wheels, and I think that's probably going to make it. The rain's probably going to make it worse for that tonight, but sun's out now. I mean, I think they've done everything they can. It looks pretty decent. I'm surprised it ran in as quick as it did, so we'll just see what happens. The way this format is, you need to have multiple groups, and that's all you can ask for. We'll see. Until we get on it, you don't know.
How difficult is it to balance this format and what you have to do in qualifying to set yourself up to get that good starting spot, especially if the track ends up kind of like it's been the last few nights?
I don't know that you ever try to balance, what the race for the format. I mean, we've always tried to come and you try to qualify as quick as you can, not play some sort of game. I mean, it's all about going as fast as you possibly can, and how they line it up is how they line it up. We've won it 5 times that way, being a fast car in our group and making it through our heat or winning our heat. So, but things get harder every day too. I mean, everybody's stuff's gotten better, and we'll just see what happens. I'm sure there'll be guys that are going to try for that front row, and ultimately it's all about winning that heat. So track conditions are going to play into that tonight, and that might change some guys' strategy. We can't play those games because we're not fast enough to say, yeah, we're going to try to be 30th. We might be 30th trying our best. So we'll just see what happens.
Obviously, you've ran a lot of these races. How did the atmosphere this week in the sport of sprint car racing compare to other crown jewels that you've seen in the past? Has this been this is sprint car racing at its peak?
I hope it's not at its peak. I hope this is just still on its way up. Right. You just never know. I mean, to be able to race for $1 million, incredible. Makes you sick to your stomach that you didn't get it. There's one person going to leave here with that money, and 89 other guys that aren't. But that's just the nature of the beast. It's just the way it goes. So it's. I can tell you, it's a grueling week for these teams. 4 nights in a row to race at this level, all 4 nights. That's pretty wild. My guys are pretty run down, and I can tell you they're antsy to sleep in their own beds and try to get caught up before we head out to Pennsylvania. So it's been a pretty fun week. The atmosphere at all these events is always great, and it's great to be a part of. But it's once you come to them and we're going to leave here, it's kind of a disappointment that now we're going to go back and run a normal show, but that's just the way it works. So we'll make the best of the night and go on and keep racing because that's what we do.